During the third millennium, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he will never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
I've been crying for 24 hours.
That's a problem.
Are you dehydrated?
That's a problem.
I feel like you're probably dehydrated.
Probably low on electrolytes, too.
Royce Lopez.
I've been crying and I've been nauseous and sleepy. and
And
really
the air smells like rotten eggs.
And really sleepy.
These two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Hello, gay boys. Hi, everybody. It's ROTC time.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm doing a massive pardon today, too.
Okay. Who are you pardoning?
I am going to pardon anyone that hasn't donated to the show, and all they have to do is donate, and they will receive a pardon.
There you go. I think that's more of an indulgence. Like the Catholic Church does that.
Yeah, well, I would like to indulge in a restaurant.
We're not doing pardons. Those are called indulgences.
Where you pay up front for the sins you're going to do.
Yeah.
I remember that. Remember that, Rocky?
You pay like $50,000 to the Catholic Archdiocese, and then you go to heaven no matter what you do.
Can I tell you, Mel Gibson was 100% right in his criticism of the fucking Catholic Church, because that place is so fucking corrupt. I love that he was like, yeah, no, they're all letting kids get raped, and he started explaining exactly which ones, and I think at one point he was like, and there was that Pope John Paul that was covering up all the rapes, and then Rogan's like, yeah, Benedict, he goes, that Pope covering all the rapes, he goes, Benedict, and Mel Gibson goes, not that one, he goes, but also that one. Yesterday was fucking crazy because what happened on the show, obviously, but the entire evening following the show, look, we've had a lot of criticisms about Trump, and I'll be right up front. We'll say that way later on. You guys don't fuck. Ooh, yeah, he's probably going to fuck up, I'm sure, or probably get fucked by Johnson. But everything he did this first day is more than, by the way, than other presidents done their entire presidency.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
So we're going to get into those because I can't wait, but I want to ease into them. We're going to get into all the executive actions that he signed yesterday. I was sitting there like watching. Not only was he signing them, what a G. He was signing them while taking questions from a hostile press, right? And Ducey goes to him, "Did Biden leave you a note?" And he goes, "I guess it'd be in the desk." And you see him live on air go, "Brrr. I guess he did." And then he goes, "Thank God you told me. I wouldn't open this drawer for like 6 months." And then hold on. Do we have the note? Let's just play the note. We have to play the note thing. I think I have the note thing. Here it is. No, that's, come on. Where is it?
It just says
I've got it if you need it.
Yeah, send it to me.
The note just says hair written in crayon.
There you go.
Says,
Here you go. This was live. This was funny. This was fucking great.
A lot of big ones, huh?
Here you go.
That's a big one. A lot of big ones, huh? You know what that means, right?
President Trump, did President Biden leave you a letter?
He may have. Wait.
This is so great. This is so funny because it's so fucking.
Don't they leave it in the desk? I don't know. Oh.
What's in there?
Thank you, Peter. It could have been years before we found it.
What a dick.
Wow. Thank you.
What does it say on the outside?
Maybe we should all read it together.
Let's read it.
Well, maybe I'll read it first and then make that determination.
He wanted to do it too, dude, because he's already pissed at that whole pardoning, that fuck you little pardon thing he did at the end. He really wanted to open it and read it, but he didn't. He didn't.
Didn't Biden have the most pardons in history?
Yes.
Jesus, he had like over 2,000.
No, not most pardons, sir. Pardons for people that hadn't been convicted of or even
future crimes.
Or future crimes.
Future crimes.
We're doing future crime pardons, guys. Now that's what's happening.
Peter, thank you very much. I may not have seen this for months.
Happy to help with the passing of the torch.
I did. I left him one in the desk just like this.
What are you talking about?
When I said I left him, it said, "You lost. We will contest this in the courts."
No, the note was like, "I'll be back." Yeah. That's all it was. It was a note that said, "I'll be back."
It was a printout of a stretched out, like pixelated photo of the Terminator, and it says "I'll be back" in that meme font. It's like he just printed a Facebook.
So somebody showed this video of Theo Vaughn at the inauguration. He was invited, and the Paul brothers were there. So here you go.
Oh, it happened. It happened. I said it would.
We gotta see here. We gotta see here. I got it on video here.
You're get invited to the inauguration, and you're doing planks like you're fucking 19 years
the
old.
Dobra brothers.
It actually happened. Kamala shares.
So then they thought it was funny, and then Theo Vaughn goes, "Was it an accident? Paul kids thought it was funny to mess with the chair. There's a time and place, L."
Why would you do that to Theo? He's such a sweet boy.
Well, here's the oh man, there's so many fucking things, dude. I don't even know where to start. All right, let's just go down the list. How about we do that, okay?
Oh, great.
Yeah.
This fucking guy.
No. We got to do this in order because obviously the most important thing is.
Yes, sir. First, we have a list of pardons and commutations relating to events that occurred on January 6, 2021.
Okay, and how many people is this?
I think this order will apply to approximately 1,500 people, sir.
By the way, the one I was happiest about was seeing Joe Biggs.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Because, Joe Biggs got fucking railroaded, badly. And he's an old man. He's like I remember him from InfoWars and stuff. He's more of a hokey boomer, 3%er type. You know what I mean? And he's a grandpa. And it was a
Bubba the Love Sponge fan.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm being serious.
He's a member of the Bubba Army.
Yeah.
But when I heard he had grandkids that were being born and he was in prison, and I'm like, he could have very well died in prison.
Yeah. So he, I got to tell you that was one, I'm with you on that one. That to me was up there with Enrique was another one to me that was he got fucked. But when I saw that one, I was like, let me do a witty tweet. I literally just wrote, "Thank God." That's it. That's all I could think of was "Thank God," because what they did to that old man for no reason, these people. And they can't do anything to him because they were all pardoned.
Mm-hmm. America.
So this is
look at all the executive orders on the desk.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Look at all the executive orders.
You know what that looks like? They look like fancy restaurant menus when they're all piled up at the hostess station.
Oh my God! Hey, by the way, fancy restaurants, can we relax with the menus? I don't need a leather bound Louis Vuitton menu, but just give me a laminated.
Paper. Give me a laminated two-sided.
That's all I need.
And I'll flip it over for the drinks. And then I'll flip it over for the foods.
No, but have you ever you've had one when you touch it? Oh wow, this menu's more expensive than my suitcase.
It's pretty
what the fuck?
Plus they get grungy.
Yeah.
These are the hostages.
He called them January 6 hostages, which
they were
exactly what they were.
Approximately 1,500 for a pardon.
Yes.
Full pardon.
Full pardon or commutation?
And then he goes to sign it, and he goes, "Psych!" Just puts it back on the pile.
We have about 6 commutations in there.
If I was them, I would challenge Biden's pardons because he wasn't mentally fit because of dementia. That would be the next thing. If they want to play lawfare, I would literally challenge his pardons by saying he was not mentally fit to make those pardons.
No.
Where we're doing further research.
I mean, imagine pardoning people for crimes they'd never committed since 2014. It's weird.
The Fauci one really just underscores what fools a lot of you were. Not you guys. We're all cool.
Yeah.
But, the people that fell for all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to see you again. So this is a big one. Anything you want to explain about this? We hope they get them. We hope they come out tonight, frankly. They're expecting it.
He has the most ridiculous signature.
Can I get? I want to give him credit. Mersh, we did kind of forget. After having Biden in there for a while. Again, it's regardless if you like Trump or not Trump. He's not stupid. And what I mean is this, in terms of like memory, like he's a business guy. So he's one of those good business guys that he'll meet you once and he'll remember your name for the rest of your life. That's how he is, right? Hearing him go through I watched 48 minutes of this last night, just listening to it. He remembered everything that was in every one of going from Biden, who was shitting his pants. You're literally shitting his pants, and somebody was like, he knew everything that was in it and what it was, and he was explaining what BRICS was to a reporter that didn't know what BRICS was, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
Approximately 1,500 people. Six commutations.
Were there any cases you did not commute or pardon of people?
We're looking at different things, but the commutations would be the ones that we'll take a look and.
So everyone is either got a commutation. Well, everyone got 1,500 got a pardon, and out of those 6 got a commutation, which means they're out of prison. Regardless, they're out of prison.
Yeah.
And somebody, a reporter asked him about that. I don't know if I have the clip, but it's pretty quick. But the reporter asked him about that, and they're like, "What about these violent? What they were violent people and this and that?" He goes, "Even if they were violent, they've already served enough time." He goes, "I've seen murderers get 2 years. They're done. They're done now." And I was like, "Okay, let's fucking go."
Maybe it'll stay that way.
He said, "Even if they were."
Or it'll go to, full pardon.
And the order does require the Bureau of Prisons to act immediately on receipt of the pardons and commutation orders. Sir, this is an
Why don't we get that down so they can get them going?
Did you see that? He stopped them get them out fucking now.
Right now?
Yes, sir.
Is that okay?
Yep, absolutely.
Is that okay? You don't have to say, is that okay? He hasn't been the president in a while. He doesn't remember. It's been 4 years. You kind of,
he's
whatever
also,
you want, bro.
He's also probably being careful because he knows any little misstep and the media is going to go, he's crazy. There's a legal standard and you're not allowed to do it for 48 hours. Trump didn't know that, so he's just being like, is that allowed? Can we do that? Yeah, do
he also
now.
brought up, people were asking him questions like, when are you going to get this done? He goes, I haven't even been here 4 hours, in the office. And he was like, he looks around and he goes, I haven't even decorated yet. I got to do all that.
And frankly, I have to pee as well. And I've been sitting here for a while.
Barron's taking a break. He basically helped me win the election by getting me on Theo Von. He's playing his PS5 in the Lincoln bedroom.
This is a proclamation guaranteeing the state's protection against invasion based on the current crisis at the southern border.
He designated the cartels as terrorist organization.
That part I don't know if I'm crazy about, but whatever.
No,
cartels are terrorist organizations.
But you know why he's doing it? Here's why he's doing it. Because he explained it a little later because they dig on that. He's just doing it to force Mexico's hand.
Oh no, I mean I get it. It's just like I don't like any time the government can just with the stroke of a pen be like, these guys are all terrorists. Because you're like, oh, that's.
I mean, technically on paper they are though.
I mean, they're not good guys. I'm not pro. I should probably clarify. I'm not pro cartel.
I don't know. It kind of sounds like Mercer's pro MS-13, actually.
They literally hang people over highway signs so that fucking you don't vote for fucking certain politicians. That's terrorism, bud.
Yeah, how many presidents were killed before the one they won and got in? Remember that one?
Yeah.
Various executive powers relating to the ongoing invasion at the southern border.
Merce, they all have face tattoos and aren't on SoundCloud. You should be worried.
Come on, guys. Amigo de cartel. Amigo de cartel.
That'll work. Yeah, go to Cartel Card. You'd be like, Amigo.
Amigo de Jalisco cartel.
Yeah. No, Merce would be like, they'll tell him, they'll lie to Merce and be like, Look, just say you're a friend. Walk up to them and say federale. They'll know what that means, okay?
He has the weirdest signature, bro.
Can I say though how much I love those kind of those markers? Like specifically using those kind of markers are my favorite.
Confident that those are not going to be blocked by the courts.
Listen to this dumb bitch. How do you know that those pardons are going to be blocked by the court? They can't be. You cannot block a presidential pardon.
So then, can we block Biden's pardons?
Confident that those are not going to be blocked by the courts.
Hi, person who's not from America and understands how these work.
I don't think they will.
I don't trust him, but God, I love him.
God, that's fucking funny. Virgie, regardless, enjoy how funny this is, and everybody panicking. It's so much fun. Virgie, you like chaos. You should be happy.
Yeah, I'm fucking stoked. This is awesome.
The only one I've seen so far that it's probably going to get shot down is the birthright citizenship one.
Yeah, because
that's going to be a tough fucking.
Well, that's going to be the Supreme Court that's going to decide that one.
And it's the 14th Amendment. You can't.
You want to know why? Because Amy, I have children from every ethnicity. Klobuchar is going to vote against it.
They're very straight up. Why don't you take that and go over here? Could you get him over here, not on the side angle? Do you mind?
He's also still a reality TV star, so he also knows where the cameras are. It's
also, boom mic over here. Lighting is atrocious.
Just go right over here with your friends. Okay?
Give me a one shot.
Sir, this is an executive order realigning the United States refugee admission program to better align with American principles and American interests.
Oh, it. By the way, that one just kind of shut it off.
Yeah. Let's be specific what this does. It stops it.
Yeah.
That was a wordy way of saying it. It's just we're shutting it off.
We're realigning with our own American values.
Look, it's not you. It's Mexico.
Okay.
I just can't. I could never make my signature like that because I feel like I couldn't do it over and over again the same way.
America from foreign terrorists and other national security and
trying to find
Venezuela. We're looking at Venezuela very strongly. It's a country I know very well.
Beautiful women, terrible criminals live there.
Well, for a lot of reasons.
We will allow the asylum to any big booty Latinas.
Oh, that's fair. I think that's fair. Here, let me give a couple more here. Oh, by the way, did you see Barron walking in? This is not edited, by the way.
Oh yeah, I did.
This is not edited. Fun. This is real. This is real. That's really what Barron.
This gave me Goofy Boots energy.
Yeah. No, his feet still weren't big enough for that to be a Goofy Boots thing. Let's see. What else? Come on. Where's the other one? I had. Oh, here you go.
We're thinking in terms of 25% on Mexico and Canada because they're allowing vast numbers of people. Canada's a very bad abuser also. Vast numbers of people to come in and fentanyl to come in.
When do you think you would enact those?
I think February 1st.
He's giving Canada 2 weeks to get their shit together. These tariffs are going through.
February 1st.
We're speedrunning. We're speedrunning this one. We're not waiting.
Are you planning on keeping notes of that?
Bro, and they are fucking flailing.
Oh, I have
Canada,
it.
dude.
Trust me. Trust me, Virgie.
As Donald Trump was officially inaugurated yesterday as President of the United States, my cabinet and I have gathered here with a singular focus.
Fucking panic. Mm-hmm. We are all fucking panic.
Actually, you know what? At first, we were kind of, puffing our chests out. We're like, you better not. Now we're panicking.
Yeah.
Now we're scared.
We were hoping on one of those last minute, fucking, oh boy, they got him. But they didn't. So what are you going to do about it?
Upholding our long-standing friendship with
Bud,
the United States,
ignorant.
and protecting Canada against potential tariffs.
You could try.
You could try, but I mean, it's really up to us.
It kind of feel like you don't have the bully has all the power, not the one getting bullied.
Heard the president's comments
The
yesterday.
only natural resource you have that anyone wants is oil, and fucking all of it gets refined in Texas.
He
Dipshit.
called him Trump called him the governor of Canada to his face. Not like on TV, also on TV, but to his face.
Today, and the directive he has issued to examine the trade relationship between Canada.
He didn't say examine. I'm sorry. No.
He said
enact tariff.
He said, "Shit, get off the pot,
Yeah.
or you're gonna start paying 25% in February."
Canada and the United States while exploring the possibility of tariffs. But we remain confident in the facts.
Yo, you can't freeze his bank accounts. He's not a trucker. What are you gonna do next?
The fact is, you're gonna pay up.
Yeah, sorry, bud. I don't care that your money smells like maple syrup. It does, right, Pessy? It does.
All this sounds like is you
Just the money.
Okay.
This just sounds like a guy trying to weasel out of the fucking the dinner tab. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, this is actually pretty unfair, and we're gonna re-examine the bill.
I kind of feel like I had 3 drinks and you had 6 drinks, so I don't think that's fair.
So we're gonna sit here and we're gonna really just re-examine this entire bill line by line.
I had beer and you had double shots, and I kind of feel like we need to split that correctly.
Oh my God.
Canadian energy powers American manufacturing.
I actually didn't have any of the calamari, so
Yeah. I don't even like calamari, so
So,
I don't feel like I
I feel
should
like
have to pay for it. Yeah.
I frankly didn't even want it on the table.
Businesses and homes. On top of that, President
Us
Trump said that
buying
he
shit
wants
from you is your only source of fucking income in the entire fucking Canadian. Like, what are you gonna
Well,
do?
no, that's
bud?
that's not true, Virgie. That's not all. Our military presence is also the only reason that Russia has not conquered you.
You saw that
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau blocked the Elon Musk parody account? That's fucking funny.
Did he?
Yeah, because the Elon Musk parody account kept needling him.
That's funny.
to usher in a golden age
By the way,
for
can
the United
anybody
States.
explain to me how the fuck Elon just skated on the H-1B thing, but like Vivek got crucified for it? Like I know Vivek had the much snarkier, shittier tweet, and I know he insulted Corey Matthews, which you don't fucking insult. Corey
All I'm
Matthews.
gonna say is
you don't insult AC Slater.
Maybe you keep Zach Morris's name out of your fucking mouth, and we don't have a problem.
We don't have a fucking problem. But like,
I don't
why did
really
Elon
think
just
he
skate?
skated though.
I mean,
I
he
don't
still
think he
gets his
skated.
balls broken, but nothing like Vivek. Vivek has tried to tweet like 3 times, and every time he does, he gets fucking battered.
It's literally every time he tweets, it's people just saying like "Durka Durka" to him, and people every time he tweets, you look at his replies, and it's just this.
My favorite was when he goes, "Guys, I'm mulling over a potential run for governor of Ohio," and literally it was just Sam Hyde retweeted him and wrote, "You're Indian."
Yeah.
So simple. You're Indian.
Well, let's see how they're handling it at CNN. Hey, by the way, you know why CNN should be happy? You're going to start making money again. Trump's back. Trump's back.
They weren't really making money when Trump was
Well,
here.
more.
A little bit more, yeah. But they're still hemorrhaging money. Even when CNN's doing good, they're still hemorrhaging money. They can barely pay for this gay guy.
It was a fascinating.
But then how will he buy a baby?
Window on,
Clearly,
clearly.
how grim everyone looks. They're all sad. They all look like they're at a funeral.
It's so bad at CNN now that the gay guys are having to buy Mexican babies, not even American ones. That's how bad it is.
man.
Yeah, they're going to the same place they get the surgeries down
Well,
there.
now good luck because of the tariffs. Mexican babies are going to cost
Window
25% more now.
You're gonna tariff your babies, bitch.
I remember. I was talking to Stein over the weekend. I was hanging out with him, and he was like, "I'm thinking about going down to Tijuana to get like dental surgery because it's like so much cheaper." And I was like, "Yeah, bro, go kill it. Go to Tijuana, dude."
I mean, it depends on what you're getting, but you can go find some decent.
Joking aside, have you seen some of their beautiful medical centers that they have? Because they know that the tourism go there for that.
Like if I wanted to get like my teeth all fixed up, I go to like Mexico City. Like I wouldn't go to Tijuana. Like that's a little retarded. But I mean, you go to like Mexico City. I bet you they, like you said, they got fucking. They probably have top of the line fucking doctors now.
Clearly.
And
he's very happy
when
to
you
be
get your
back.
teeth done down there, they'll actually give you the good drugs.
Yeah, do you
Not
know-
like these homo dentists now that are like, oh, here's some 5 milligram Vicodin, and you're like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, but I like to
For
go.
nothing.
I prefer Tijuana's dentistry / donkey show. That's to me is a little more fun, you know?
That's what I'm saying, man. Get some veneers.
Sometimes as a
Go
joke.
see a donkey show. Eat some Percocets.
Sometimes as a joke, they put the donkey teeth in your mouth when you wake up. It's a joke, and you laugh. You're like, imagine if they were like that. They stole my wallet.
Back in the Oval Office, very happy to be back on TV. You can imagine him saying a lot of those
He's been on TV the entire time, Anderson. He's literally every channel Trump was on.
things every day in Mar-a-Lago over the last 4 years.
Bro, you guys tried everything, huh?
Everything.
You tried everything.
To assemble guests time and time again.
I think also he said, "Gee, did Biden do this?" As in, I think he wanted to set a contrast with.
No. See, Trump, what he did was he pardoned a bunch of boomers and grandmas that were just walking around the Capitol. Biden pardoned somebody who Biden pardoned many people who murdered people. That I would say is probably like the key, and also his family. And also I like how he snuck in his whole family. Like if it was just for his brother, but he tried to make it look like it was his whole family, they're going to use lawfare. Everybody's blood should be boiling about that. That was one of those like a cook fuck you, like you can't go after any of these people. But Mersh, I like it. Honestly, I was actually telling somebody at the gym your idea too, Mersh. Having Chuck Liddell standing outside, they'd be terrorizing with UFC fighters all day.
You just know every fucking moment of the day when you go outside, you got an ass whooping coming in.
Sean Strickland following him around with a shopping cart at Publix.
Yeah. Jake Shields would probably do it for free.
Yeah. Starts hitting his shins.
Yeah. Oh, God. Couple of leg kicks.
Yeah. Starts hitting his shins.
You imagine.
But Jake Shields would be like, Fauci Steen?
Imagine. Yeah, right. That's okay. As long as he's beating him up. He can call him
fair
Jewish.
enough. Beat him up.
God, man. Could you imagine being like Fauci's age? One leg kick at like 40%.
His bone would turn to dust. It would be dust.
Like, I'm younger.
He would disappear like Thanos snapped. If
yeah.
Chuck Liddell were to kick him, he would turn to dust and disappear.
And by the way, not even a full kick, like 35% force. If they kick you in the leg, you're going to go, ah.
Yeah, that's what I ah.
Have you ever seen like the guys that throw kick and they're just fucking around a little bit? They're not even, they're just a little, and they're like, even when they just do it half power, you're like, ow.
Listen, and that's the thing. If you're not training to do that, like the Muay Thai or getting kicked, if you're training to do it over time, if you get, you build up kind of a resistance to getting kicked, and your shins kind of get. If you ever UFC fighters and Muay Thai fighters, their shin, if you feel their shins, it's not smooth. They're just a bunch of bumps because their bones grow bruises over time. So
hematomas that fucking
right,
harden.
but also you're getting every time they kick you, you're getting kicked by a spiked club. Because there's just bone spurs that are coming out.
I cringe when I watch UFC. Every time there's a fucking leg kick and you hear it, I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
Biden, by going sort of having this rolling press conference. And
I mean, we rarely have seen something like that of a president just riffing from the.
Yeah. And it's and there's a
wow. Imagine it. By the way, they're saying it like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's super weird.
They're saying it's a bad thing that the president is lucid and is being transparent.
Yeah.
And is doing everything live in front of cameras. They don't like that.
reason for it, because the words of a president can actually send armies marching and markets tumbling and have real consequences.
Okay, but the markets have gone up, and we're going to be in less wars. By the way, the one other thing that I was telling Marie when we were listening to this that I like about Trump is that it's so, you forget that outside of Trump, Republican or Democrat, everything was shrouded in secrecy. Every president, they would go, they would do their thing, they would wave, and they would disappear until their next public speaking.
But that's what I was saying. Like, they don't like that he's just being transparent and like just speaking up.
Here's what I'm doing.
Like,
here's why I'm doing
roll
it.
cameras. I'm signing this one. Yeah. This one does this. Boom, 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 bing. Look at that, huh? Look at that. Boom, next one. Like, and it's doing it for fucking. How many hours was he live?
He'll turn the White House into a content house, like with 24 cameras running.
I am inviting Alex Stein. He's going to be. Alex Stein would have to be the guy.
You
that
know what
books
we'll
all
call
people.
it? Watchable fish tank. What do you think?
Jesus.
Fish tank does suck, man.
I actually think it's refreshing for presidents to be. I mean, I was among those who was critical of the lack of exposure of President Biden, and I think it's good for presidents to be exposed. It's better if they tell the truth when they're doing it.
He was.
There you go. A little bit of a. You got it.
And as Daniel just said, a lot of that wasn't there. But we ought to focus on the sort of headline issue here. There are a lot of
Man, the melancholy at that studio must be just delicious. It must feel like the Mandalay Bay after the shooting.
consequential things he did.
I prefer the orange collie.
Don't, Pessy.
That ceremony today was in the rotunda of the U.S. Capitol.
You know who's getting kind of rotunda? AOC.
Yeah, she is.
Here remembers what happened there 4 years ago when that mob came through. Everybody remembers the gallows. Everybody remembers the chants. Everybody remembers the assault on 160 police officers. Is
The
that
gallows. You mean
number?
the things they built that
and-
weren't actually structurally sound enough to hang anyone from?
Correct.
The things that were just for decoration?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Somebody's saying audio in the YouTube thing. Is the audio not coming? Is the audio fucked up through the YouTube, or is it coming through okay? Pessy, can you do me a favor?
I'm checking.
Check to see what's going on, and then check Rumble, see if it's just a YouTube thing. Because people on the YouTube side are saying they're having an issue.
You sound fine.
Okay, cool. No, but there's a couple people it wasn't like trolls. It was people, Okay, cool.
And basically, he said those people were hostages. I saw him today at his rally in front of a group of families of Israeli hostages who were taken by Hamas in Gaza, and he talked about freeing the January 6th hostages. These are not hostages. These are people who either confessed or were convicted of crimes related to marauding the Capitol.
Yeah, but here's the thing, you fucking YouTube. Here's the thing, you worm.
You jerk.
Yeah, here's the thing, you jerks
You
off other
fucking jerk.
Here's the thing, you jerks off other men for fun. The problem is that was all political lawfare. And these people didn't do anything, and you were making a point because you hated Trump so bad that you had to try to make him the leader of an international fucking terrorist organization. Remember when they said white supremacy is the biggest threat to this country?
To try and stop
I remember.
the lawful process of certifying an American election. And the only defense that I can think of for this action today is that those people went there because they were told an abject lie by the President of the United States.
Okay, by the way, if you're having issues with the YouTube thing clipping, it's the YouTube app. If you're using the app, it's been having issues with that. So that's what I'm saying. So you know,
that
FYI.
the election had been
So if you are listening on YouTube and want to keep listening on YouTube, probably go to a browser.
Stolen, and that something improper was happening. And so, in some ways, maybe I'm not suggesting this was his motivation, but you could justify it by saying, well, he lied to them and tricked them into going there.
What about all the federal agents that were there? Here's the thing. You know what the cool part is? No, I'm going to do something new because I want to get back to this guy anyway that I wanted to get to. We're not going to relitigate this anymore because you know who spoke? The majority of the country.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not relitigating this, and we're not going to do this over. At the end of the day, you could wah cry in your puddle of tears, and fucking Van Johnson?
Yeah,
He's
Van
about
Jones.
Well, there you go. Whatever. No, Van Johnson makes sense. He's being a real prick. Van Johnson, big Van Johnson
Big Van
T-shirts.
Johnson.
I like it.
Just shocking awful, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if David is 100% right, this could be interpreted by some people as a green light for right-wing political violence.
You guys burned down Minneapolis to the fucking ground.
That's not
How
true. They
dare
also
you.
burned down St. Louis. They burned down a whole bunch of other cities, too. L.A.
That's not his intention.
The housing market.
Yeah, everything.
But it can be interpreted that way. Because why do you put people in jail?
I mean, I don't know. You tell me that jail's filled with a bunch of innocent people because the government's corrupt. Oh, that's only when they're black, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when they're black, it's an injustice. When they're black, see, here's the thing. This is the same fucking Negro that when a black guy goes to jail for like fucking selling fentanyl or something, right? He'll be like, that's a little too rough. He had to do it for the streets because he's black. But if a grandma walks through the Capitol, she should go to, by the way, 3 years in jail, 3 years without being charged and then go to jail for the rest of her life. But you're right. No. George Floyd should be able to kidnap a woman at gunpoint, but then when a hero cop kills him because he's high on fentanyl, well, A hero cop speed runs him to die on a fentanyl overdose, which is what really happened. Then he was somebody who was a father. His brother's name was Felonious. You do not get to be on the high ground. Your high ground is made of literal human shit.
Indian
Three
shit.
reasons.
Literal Indian shit. Then it's not
You want-
human.
Incapacitate dangerous people. You want to punish people for doing bad stuff.
I want to punch you right now across the bridge of your nose, you fucking nerd, and you're going to do nothing about it.
Does punching people make you a terrorist? I just think it makes you an asshole.
And you want to deter people from doing the same thing again.
Well, if you want to deter people from doing the same thing again, don't steal the election. See, there you go. Let's go back to the root cause of why this happened. You stole the election.
It looks like the federal government is no longer in the deterrence business.
The federal government under Biden and Obama have started more wars and more. Obama helped speed run the race wars. What towards this? It's the second, specifically his second term. Really, like towards the end, he started with Taylor stuff and all that shit. You fuckers have no right. You have no right to say that. You lost.
Get over it.
Sorry, losers. Hey, you know what they used to tell us? Now we got to say it. This is my favorite. I love saying this. Is fun because I love saying it. Elections have consequences. And the consequences are that 1,500 people now are free, and they're pissed.
Also, don't you think maybe and it's just
they're going to sue the Department of Justice, by the way, and a lot of them are going to win.
It's going to be very weird watching you guys once again not learn a lesson and instead double down on your smugness. It's going to be fun.
You guys are fucked, and here's why. Because last time with the Trump thing, here's your issue. The last time with the Trump thing, you made the first time Trump won in 2016, you made your entire broadcasting thing to destroy the man that is Donald Trump and everything that he believes and everything that he did and all the people that voted for him. Which, you know what? I'll give it to you. Kudos. It worked. With a little help from Twitter and stealing ballot boxes, you won. You made it about Trump, and then Biden won. But see, here's your problem now. You guys are now, for the next 4 years, going to make this about Trump. But Trump's not here in 4 years. So you are literally wasting your time. Instead of building up a candidate, and the problem is the guy you want, state's on fire. So he can't. Right now he's
looking pretty bad.
Yeah. He's having talks with the mayors of Maui, getting excited about the land grab. You saw a little shimmy land grab thing he was doing? Oh, I hate that guy.
He's evil.
When it comes to right-wing political violence, that is scary to me.
Oh, you scared? Are you scared? Hey, you know what? We were scared of taking an experimental vaccine, but you called us a bunch of inbred hillbillies because we didn't do it. We were scared of that. You know what else we were fucking scared of? Having the FBI show up to our house because of memes. Because that was happening. We were scared of that. You know what we were scared of? Building up communities and shows where we make money and then being taken off because we were like, I don't know about the 6 foot thing or mask thing.
And they were like, that's it. Misinformation.
You're
Shut
out
it
of
down.
here. Bye. So, frankly, I don't give a fuck what you think. And honestly, most people don't because your average audience is an empty airport chair in Atlanta. So, good luck, I guess.
I am a criminal justice fanatic.
It's weird. Yeah, okay,
So why
yeah.
do you work at CNN?
No, Virgie, a lot of gay guys and women like these serial shows and these podcasts. He probably
That's
listens
a
to these
good
true.
point.
He probably listens to these true crime podcasts. He pretends he's part of it.
Oh, yeah.
I would have solved that mystery. That's for sure. If it was me, fucking nerd.
I love people coming out of prison.
But only when they're black and they're criminals, not when they're white and nonviolent.
I have to know how they voted.
But usually, when somebody comes out of prison, it's not right after they beat up a cop.
Yeah, but what about the 1,500 people
I'm
weren't
sorry.
punching cops? And also, yes, they have in New York.
I was about to say
Yeah.
they do literally every day in New York.
Every
Maybe they
day.
did something else. And there's some idea that they've confessed, they've apologized, they've rehabilitated themselves, they've done some action.
I'm sorry, Mersh, a 73-year-old grandma who walked through an open door at the Capitol that they opened up for her, she needs to rehabilitate herself to integrate back into regular life because she did was so egregious.
Mm-hmm. What about Ashley Babbitt? Should she reintegrate back into the living?
Yeah, no, we can't do that. Technology's not there yet, bud.
And then we say, now you get a second chance. This is a very dangerous thing that happened tonight, among many others. This
Cry about it. Cry about it. The problem is the majority of the country doesn't agree with you, so cry about it. You could cry about it if you want. You could be a blubbering CNN's new blubbering Negro now that Don Lemon's not there. You want to be the new gay black guy? Huh?
Ooh, you want to be the new gay black guy?
You want to be the new gay black guy? You look like a gay black guy. Be a gay black guy. Oh, everyone's racist. Yeah, we don't care. Problem is, you called us on Nazis and you made it cool. Elon Musk is doing the Roman salute on stage. You think we give a fuck?
is not shocking all. It's shocking all.
Nah, he's not that cool. I would never give him that credit. He's not cool enough.
Yeah. Have you seen him jump? I know I say that a lot.
I've seen him jump, and he is not good at it. He is not good at it.
With me now is Massachusetts Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren.
Runs with premise.
This woman is insufferable.
No, Mersh. If she was insufferable, then how can she drink a beer so smoothly? Remember that beer?
That beer thing with the racist.
Boy, I sure love my beer in my $30,000 refrigerator.
And my racist cookie jar in the background.
Their mammy cookie jar. We don't need to listen to her. I won't put you through it. I won't put us through it. Here you
Up
go.
front now.
Now this is, remember that guy who ratted out his own dad for being at the January 6th thing?
Oh God,
Now it's Jackson Ruffett. He turned
That's
his
gotta be
father, Guy
awkward now,
Ruffett,
huh?
This is the guy that turned his father in.
into the FBI for participating in the insurrection. And Guy
Oh, you really thought Trump wasn't going to come back, huh? Huh?
Ruffett is currently in prison.
Is the son hiding behind that baddie?
Serving a 6.5-year sentence for rioting at the U.S.
He's not actually. He's not serving a 6.5-year sentence. He was, it's funny, he was just released.
Capitol on January 6th. So obviously convicted and serving his sentence. Jackson, I appreciate your time. So here we are, and Trump is announcing pardons for January 6th defendants.
God, imagine if your father goes to jail, and first off, I cannot even imagine you being the one putting him there, even if he's a murderer. Like, dude, it's your family, right? But let's say you do because you're a little ragamuffin. I pulled back on that one. That was hard.
Bro, that
was hard.
Yeah, that plane was diving for the runway.
If they're like a child molester or a serial killer, I could see it.
Of course,
But anything outside of that, I'd be like, I don't know.
If
I ain't snitching.
If your dad killed somebody in a fist fight at the bar, you're not going to rat your dad out.
No, I'd be
Fuck
like,
that.
I don't know any. He was here all night. We're hanging out. We're watching movies and shit.
Fuck that. I'm not going to rat anybody out. But not only that, but then now he's about to say that he's bummed that his dad's about to be released from a 6-year sentence. Hey, guess what? Your dad's about to be free.
And
wait
I got a feeling his dad's going back to jail because if this little motherfucker did this to me,
oh yeah,
yeah.
Now I'm gonna serve my 6 years.
Do you think anyone like you think it's just gonna somebody's gonna have to do the awkward when they see each other?
No, Trump's also going to give a preemptive pardon to anybody. They're allowed to give one punch to anyone that snitched him out.
That's
fair.
awesome.
That's fair.
Include your father, who's serving a 6-year sentence.
Yeah, but my dad was like kind of lame because I wanted to get my ears pierced when I was younger, and he didn't let me.
By the way, she's like, yeah, your father, who's serving a 6-year sentence, was serving a 6-year sentence.
This is right before he signed it.
okay.
This is literally right before.
A 6.5-year sentence as we speak. What's your reaction?
Well, all I have to say is Dad better never tell me corn is gay ever again. I think he learned.
But
Daddy's home.
How do they? I mean, do they hate Trump so much? It's like we're gonna celebrate this little snitch bitch.
Yeah,
because again, if the roles were reversed, and I had a family member that went to gay January 6th. Right, and they broke some stuff or whatever. Like you said, I wouldn't snitch even if it was because I hate their politics.
No,
and if you snitched on your family because they were leftists, I would be like, ew.
But
I'm not gonna have you on my show. You're a fucking snitch.
Imagine
bitch.
in any scenario, regardless of the politics, having the federal government side over your own flesh and blood. To me, is crazy. That is a crazy concept that I cannot wrap my mind around. Like even if somebody in my family that I hate, I would never ever do that.
Well, I'm honestly flabbergasted that.
Well, honestly, I'm really scared that he's gonna come home and smash all my sectors.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's really cool. But you know what you should do to relax? Maybe before your dad gets home, why don't you fucking listen to fucking some Dirty Heads and really mellow out before your dad comes home to the place where you're living at, which is probably his house, I'm assuming.
At this point, I mean, I'm terrified. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Why are you terrified? What are you terrified about? You
because he's a
taken as many
snitch.
precautions as I could. Recently, I've picked up a gun.
Oh, so you're gonna shoot your dad?
You're gonna shoot your father? By the way, has
What
his
the
dad
fuck is happening?
First off, has his dad made any actionable threats against him?
I don't think so. No. This is all fucking crazy. Like, you created the situation and now you're scared.
Can somebody okay?
Here's the thing, right? If
Find me this guy's dad. I want him on the show.
If I had like dangerous drug dealers in my neighborhood, right? And I snitched on them, right? And then they found out, I'm not like the good guy where it's like, I'm just defending myself. Of course these guys are going to want to fucking kill me.
Yep.
You know?
Yes.
You did this. Nobody, like,
look, we're all trying to figure out the guy who ratted my dad out.
yeah, and I'm not even talking about like you know, you got interrogated and you caved under pressure. I'm talking you took the day, you got up early on your day off, drove to a police station to actively snitch somebody out, and then you're like, I don't get why this guy wants to kick my ass.
Fuck off.
Look, did they put dad in what will be considered the rapiest prison? Yeah.
Sure.
And I've
I never forgave him for taking the plug for my PS3 when he grounded me.
What a dick.
gotten myself away
I know, you could buy a plug on Amazon.
from what
Bro,
I thought
every
would
DVD player back then had the same fucking power
I know,
cord.
I know.
And Yeah, then my dad started taking the controllers, and I was like, God damn it, they don't make those for DVD players.
be a dangerous
By
situation.
the way, this guy was based. He was one of the only guys that was at January 6th that had a gun.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
literally had a gun in the Capitol.
That's awesome.
That's wild.
This
guy's fucking based.
Shall not be infringed.
Gotten myself away from what I thought would be a dangerous situation and staying where I thought my dad
Well, I
could
used to have a bullet for my Valentine, but now I've got one for my dad.
find me. Or other people, you know, people that are going to feel so validated by these actions, by this pardon, is I'm
That's great. Can I read something to him?
He's going to go listen to federal confessionals. Go ahead.
He returned a text. This is about the guy, Refit, who's this guy's dad, right? About the J6 stuff. He returned to Texas the following day. His 18-year-old son, Jackson, recorded Refit boasting about his role in the riot and would go on to testify at Refit's trial that his father told him and his 16-year-old sister, Peyton, that, quote, if you turn me in, you're a traitor, and traitors get shot. It gets better. Although Peyton, your little sister, did not believe Refit was seriously threatening them, Jackson had a meeting with the FBI agent on the same day, during which he shared texts and recordings of his private conversations with his father. So even your little sister wasn't scared and wasn't a fucking snitch.
Peyton used to hunt with dad. Let's be honest here, dog.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back to My Morning Jackass.
Just so filled with
Well,
paranoia.
one thing's for sure. One thing's for sure. His dad's going to be listening to a lot of Kill Son Engage.
What could happen? I've been waiting all day from a call from the DOJ to just figure it out, and
They're not going to call you because
Yeah, they're not. You're done. You're done. Your part was done.
Hey. All your protection is gone. The moose outside should have told you.
Yeah.
So, see, that's the problem when you make a deal with one political party. They're not always going to be in charge. And see, unlike being in the Biden family or being somebody who made an untested vaccine, Biden doesn't care if you get shot by your dad, so you're not going to get protected.
know what to do next, because right now I don't, other than just to, sit around and
Yeah, well,
she's
maybe
getting
you shouldn't have-
sleepy. She doesn't even care.
Maybe you shouldn't have been hate breeding discontent in your family.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Would you let him cope and seether? It's not his fault. Asshole. This guy's the guy that sells you weed with weeds with seeds in it still at a concert.
And you're like, how are you getting weed?
They don't
with
even
seeds
make
in it?
They don't even make it anymore.
Mids aren't a thing.
You went out of your way to make shitty weed. You spent more money.
Mids today are like old strains of chronic. It's like, yo, you want some AK-47? Nah, I don't smoke mids, bro.
This kid is actually Sonny Moore was better in From First to Last. The person.
I mean, he was.
Talk about it.
Shut up,
Virgie. Stop being him.
I mean, you're scared. I mean, you're right. I mean, you're
Virgie,
you're
don't
scared
insult Skrillex. People who insult Skrillex get shot.
about what could happen
He does kind of look like Skrillex, doesn't he?
from your father specifically, or someone else.
Yeah.
If somebody else was going to do it, it would have happened already, bud. I don't know if you know how many people voted for Trump, and I don't know how many of them. I don't know how many of them have guns.
I don't know what other people
Yeah,
think.
probably
I don't
shouldn't
even
have trusted Agent Silverstein, huh?
know what my father's thinking. I mean, I've talked to my father before, but
And by the way, Virgie, real name Silverstein Berg, Jewish. That's my new one. My new favorite one is the Juiceberg thing. It's already a Jewish name. Add a little more Jew at the end of it.
Just add more Bergs and Steens.
I had thought it got.
Oh, speaking of, can I go ahead, Pezzy.
I was just gonna say, did you guys know that before his family came to New York, they were the Dershowitzberg Golds?
Oh, really?
Jesus.
They
Hold on.
changed it so that the people wouldn't know they were Jewish.
Okay, this fucking killed me. I don't know if you saw this, but apparently Shane was hanging out with Ari. Okay.
Let's talk Hell Let Loose, the newest hit video game in my mind. I've been playing as the Nazis.
Of course you are.
You don't get to pick which team they put you on, but when I do get the Nazis, a part of me goes, yes.
I love it. Shane's like, I'll work the chambers.
I'll work the chain. Now this is why Shane is so fucking funny.
No,
I'll Sims it.
True.
Do they have the chambers in the game?
No, it's realistic, bro. They didn't exist.
Holy shit, based.
Hilarious.
That's a good joke.
That's a really good joke. That's a really good joke. Fuck, Shane's
Did you hear
funny.
his story about Kanye? That apparently when Kanye was on InfoWars and shit, he was literally on an airplane watching Kanye on InfoWars, just talking about how he likes Hitler and all that stuff. He's like, and I swear to God, he goes, I get off the plane, we land, I check my phone, I have a text from Kanye West. And it's literally like, hey, it's Ye, get in touch with me, blah, blah, blah. He's like, and I'm like, oh, this is one of my friends fucking with me. I'm not even, so he goes, I don't even answer it. I don't even reply to it, right? He goes, I get a phone call like a few hours later, and it's one of Kanye's people. And they're like, yeah, he wants to fly you down to Miami, and he wants to do some comedy sketch stuff, and he's willing to pay, and blah, blah, blah. And Shane Gillis apparently was like, yeah, hey, look, man, I literally just got canceled. So
I can't get
he's like, honestly, any other time this would have been like the thrill of a lifetime. He's like, yeah, I got to sit this one out, man. I got to rehab my image a little bit. He goes, I don't think I can be doing sketches with the guy who says he likes Hitler. It's pretty rough.
No, I'll Sims it.
True.
Do they have the chambers in the game?
No, it's realistic, bro. They didn't exist. It's a realistic game.
What are you
bro.
laughing about?
It's a realistic game. Too realistic.
That's so funny.
I like how Ari's like, what are you laughing about? Ari's fucking, man. God damn it. It's nice there's still a couple funny people left. Jesus Christ.
His new special's getting good reviews.
I've heard it's great. I haven't seen it.
There was one review that was like, he's clearly got some surface level grudges. But it was a great
surface level grudges. Yeah.
The combined wealth of the few hundred billionaires in America, which Elon Musk and Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos are part of, are the.
Oh, you were fine with Zuckerberg and Bezos when they were on your side, though, right? I just want to remember. I remember that correctly.
Leaders.
Do you know the guy that owned the Washington Post?
Yeah.
Have more wealth than the 75.
Oh, now that the tech billionaires aren't their sides, we're going to go back to the millionaires and billionaires thing. Notice they pulled back from the billionaires are evil thing when all the tech bros were like doing their dirty work. But now that they were all standing behind Trump during the inauguration, billionaires are evil again, guys. Billionaires
You're gonna
are
see
evil.
leftists now being like, we got to get rid of Section 230.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
these guys have too many protections.
Too many protections. They should be treated as publishers.
More wealth.
Hey,
than
if
the
billionaires are evil again, then they start doing like crazy evil billionaire stuff, like block out the sun?
So
and, like,
fucking
we get
Bill
that?
Gates has been trying.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, we're back, baby.
More wealth. Than
Yeah,
the
well, these billionaires are kind of like lame. Like Jeff Bezos, I mean, even though he does evil shit in his business dealings, like behind the scenes, he seems kind of like not that evil.
He's
he
on
just wants to go
TRT
to,
fucking models. He doesn't
he
have
wants to go to
time.
space and fuck bitches.
That's
and it's
all
like,
he does.
It's cool. It's all
Do
right.
you think he fucked in space? He had to have once anyway. He probably fucked.
Why the fuck?
Get the fuck in space,
Would you go all the way to space?
And not fuck, right?
Not at least get a blow
You
job.
gotta fuck
You
in
got to at
space,
least
right?
get a blow, Jay.
75 million people who voted for Vice President Harris combined. The few hundred billionaires have more wealth than 75 million people who voted for the vice president combined.
Yeah, that's because they're all black.
in this. And
Well, they have more money. It's just it's not unpaid. You can't really report it.
I think it's incredible. It's an incredible situation, and the problem I see is the same thing repeating itself of what
Check this
happened
out.
in the Civil War and the aftermath, where the working class whites of the South, who had nothing to benefit by maintaining the system, nothing, because they got nothing out of it. They got nothing out of the plantations. They got nothing out of it, but were convinced because of cultural.
That's right. You make sure that the black people think you're cool while you say this.
Sort of language and division that the white working class, who
That's
should
right,
have
you hear
sided
that.
with the North in this, and
By the way, you hear that? Anyone who voted for Trump, you're basically dumb hillbillies that love slavery. That's what you are to these people. This is why you lose, because when you are referring now to the majority of the country as a bunch of fucking poor hillbillies that were rooting on plantation owners, you're gonna lose.
Should have sided.
Imagine if somebody watching MSNBC, they'd be fucked.
Yeah, seriously. Imagine if anyone had
If
to deal with this.
somebody watched this.
Because and honestly, listening to this, like, there's just something that's always been with MSNBC. It has like a sleepy quality to it. It's very low energy, low T, even compared to CNN. Just
No, yeah, it is.
It's just problematic. And it's like, this
Let me see if I can find
administration
it.
is like.
Okay, did you see the SNL thing? SNL's not funny, but we have to play this because it's on topic.
Hello and welcome to MSNBC. I'm Rachel Maddow. And dads, you better hide your older bookish lesbian daughters because, I'm back on TV. Tonight, for our special inauguration weekend coverage, I'm joined by our panel of MSNBC hosts, basically like the Avengers for your aunt. It's Ari Melber.
Okay, that was funny.
Thanks,
Rachel.
Joy Reid. Glad to be here. Stephanie Rule. Hey, girlfriend. And finally, Chris Hayes, a.k.a. Woke Sheldon.
Okay, drag me, mama.
Well, tonight we have a lot of news to cover. The LA wildfires are affecting thousands.
LA?
Yeah, nice.
The TikTok ban goes into effect tomorrow, and the inauguration is only 2 days away. What's your take, Ari?
Well, in the words of the great poet, DMX, y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
Well, the problem is I don't watch MSNBC, so I don't get a lot of these jokes.
Up in here, up in here.
But there is one that I found funny.
What about you, Stephanie?
I mean, Trump is already talking about invading Canada and Greenland. Is he serious, or is that one of his distractions? I mean, what do you think, Joy?
I don't know. I can't tell if you're doing the news or trying to hook up. What do you think, Rachel?
Oh, I'm not Rachel.
There it is. That's funny.
I'm Chris Hayes.
I really can't tell them apart sometimes.
I'm Chris, and then look at her.
Huh. One thing I do know is this time around, we're not going to get sucked in by every new shiny, crazy statement from Trump. We need to focus on what he does, not what he says.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you. We have some breaking news. Trump has apparently just told reporters that he would like to, quote, trade Connecticut for...
Hey, you know what? Okay, unironically, can I point something out? Let's go.
Can I just point out something
Yeah.
I noticed too? What is this fucking high school play? like local theater troupe. Did you see the?
It's called SNL.
I'm getting word that you don't have to do that. They don't do this on the news. I'm getting word.
You just don't understand the craft, bro.
It's so fucking.
Yeah, dude.
That was a good movie though with witches. Luke
so good.
himself says Luke donated $5, but you only donated $2, Luke. Bud Bridges says, I'm going to need preemptive pardon. It's going to be a tough year. Brad Met 78 says, Pennant 42069 here. Bless me, Padre. Oh, for the indulgences.
There you go.
The indulgences. Sweaty Zeus. Biden has over 3 times the pardons of any president. Just under. How many do you think he has?
Who, Biden?
Biden, how many?
2,037.
Higher.
Like way higher.
Higher.
4,000.
Higher.
7,000.
Give me 1,000 more.
8,000.
8,000 pardons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
You know what they did? The DNC wrote every name down, threw the papers in front of them, and had them sign everyone to protect their asses.
I do have to admit that though. Like 6,000 of them are marijuana convictions.
Okay, well that's
I'm
not
fine.
so
I'm
bad.
fine with that. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Gamma Catch. Mersh goes out with Loomer. Does he give $20? So we have to read the whole thing. So he give $20. Mersh goes out with Loomer. Mersh breaks up with Loomer. But her and Marie become best friends.
No, he was saying this last night.
Now she's always at your house. Marie is sick of her, but Loomer won't take the hint. Honestly, that does seem like something that would happen.
Fucking funny.
Oh my! And Loomer would keep calling Marie bestie, and Marie would be like,
I was almost a congresswoman. This close.
Okay. Tom Morello's Mercedes. Buy a foreskin. Tom Morello's Mercedes. Hey, Van, you people took over 6 blocks in Seattle. That's a definition of insurrection, you mooly dork. Call him a mooly.
Can I give a little update, a little administrative update?
Sure.
Things are moving so fast. Things are slipping through the cracks. So there used to be a website for the White House, for the White House's Office of Gun Violence Prevention.
Cool. Let me go. Can I go to it? What is it? Let me go to it.
It's a 404 now. It's
nice.
I can't go to it?
It's a 404.
I can't go to it? Oh.
It's a 404.
Oh, man.
Aw.
Womp womp.
That really, you know, it's funny, Mersh, because you know what it was replaced with. And by the way, I'm gonna do this even though they didn't do a live read today, but this is just gonna be worth it. You know what? I just went to the website. You know what it was replaced with? I'll show you what it was replaced with.
Oh God, that's funny.
It was replaced with SummitGunAuctions.com. Right now, that's right. If you our new sponsor, Summit Gun Auctions, guys. Right now, look, it's a freebie for them because they're fucking great. SGA 25 ROTC when you buy any of their guns, anything over $500 anyway. So check it out. Let me read. Oh, a couple more donations. Oh man, people are being very nice today. Irish Serpent. He's got a gun because he's scared of his relatives as well as his dad. Semper Reloaded. That's right. Other people in his family probably hate that kid. Semper Reloaded says they all pleaded guilty because they were told you are facing 3 to 5 years, or you could plead guilty and spend 3 weekends in jail and get back to life. Yup.
Yeah, I actually said if I had been one of the J6 people, I honestly would have been one of the guys that would have just rushed into jail. Mm-hmm. Like I would have just been like, fine, let's just get this over with. Give me fucking 60 days, 90 days or whatever. And now I'd feel like an asshole. I'd be like, shit, I should have just dragged this out in court for 4 years.
Wait, if you got a pardon, right? Then that means Owen then got a pardon.
Hmm?
So that means any stuff that he might have had to do is all gone now. It's all on. If you get a pardon, anything you're serving or anything you're doing goes away immediately. Like if you're on probation, and you get a pardon.
But that's my point is if you already did the time, it kind of sucks.
No, of course I know it sucks.
No recourse.
No, I get it. Tom Morello's Mercedes says the net worth of the richest people would be a one-time payment of $2,800. Cool. Then what? Then we all die. Scoop says stream is lit tonight, boys. He gave it. Oh, Scoop gave us a boom. He gave us a boom.
Oh, do we just get one boom?
He only gave us one boom. But we have a second hour. We have a second hour to earn a second boom.
I'm sorry your brother died. We're going to give him 5 booms.
That's a lot of booms. Merch, tell them about Locals.
Guys, Locals is the place to get everything ROTC related. Hey, you want a cool chat room where you can post boobies and pictures of your pets? We got that for you. Do you want to see a whole archive of old shows when we had hope in our eyes? You got it there. Wednesday shows, all our paywall. Friday,
Tomorrow,
half
baby.
of Friday, too. Yeah, we're leaving Thursday, so if you want to get your last dose of us, I highly suggest that you either go to patreon.com/we're not sorry or revengeofthesis.locals.com. $7 a month, and you help us, help ourselves, help you, help us.
And support our sponsors like Johnny Apple, promo code ROTC, any of that stuff, all that
And
stuff.
Summit Gun Auctions.
Summit Gun Auctions, all that stuff helps us. And these are two really great sponsors because they're actually were fans of the show and not just like the people that just buy a bunch of ad buys. So we get to actually talk to them. We can, really, it's nice to help out fans too. Guys, we'll be right back. Especially, I guess, when they pay us. We'll be right back.
Bringing no one to down. days, running a small business can be a big challenge. Whether we're receiving a flower delivery for unclear reasons, or raising the blinds and flipping over the open-closed sign, which is how I spend most of my workday, or even making a latte for a black woman, an iced tea for a white woman, and a coffee for a gently brown guy who could go in a lot of different directions. We've got our hands full. That's why Chase Bank is here for us. When this man in a suit from Chase Bank came down and shook my hand at my place of business, it really solidified what we'd already talked about at his office. Now we're looking at a laptop like my stupid little coffee shop is going to be a big disruptor in the online space. And my Chase business card allows me to make those emergency purchases that I lose sleep at night over. Chase understands my business the way they understand all businesses, as a huge reverse funnel that shoves money upwards to them. Hey, another flower delivery. These'll look great in the bathroom while I'm pooping blood from the stress. Now I'm flipping over that open-closed sign again. Is that a new stadium with Chase's name on it? How'd they afford that? I'll be in this bathroom for a while. Better toss it to the announcer.
At Chase Bank, we're about more than just foreclosing on American servicemen while overseas. We're about small business. So when you think of Chase, don't think of the 2008 financial crash. Think of your local sympathetic small business.
Flower delivery.
Yeah, guys, we're good on flowers for a while.
Second hour ROTC. Thank you for staying with us. If you really like the show, join our locals just below if you're watching on Rumble or Patreon. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry if you prefer that. To get tomorrow's show, and if you sign up, you get immediate access to that minis riff we did, which is fucking fantastic. I'd recommend you watch it.
What a shitty movie. That was fun though.
That was, like I said, Birdemic kind of levels, like kind of like The Room. Bad, you know. All right. Let's see. We're gonna move on a little bit here. Let's do. You see this? It's Mike Tyson on Logan Paul's shoulders.
This kid made me a lot of money. This kid here made me so much money, but it doesn't matter because we're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die. You know, as I sit on, Logan Paul's shoulders, I'm like, why am I even doing this? Why did I even get dressed? We're all gonna die anyway. Fucking Christ. Yeah, fucking rigged fight.
Hottest duo, Gerard Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Two guys that don't want to be there.
Nope. Yeah, O'Shea Jackson doesn't want to be anywhere that's not wrestling related.
O'Shea Jackson looks like he wants to be anywhere there's a buffet.
Yeah.
Homie got thick.
He looks like if the Weeknd got really fat.
Yeah, seriously, he's the whole goddamn week.
Yeah.
There's ice cream cube.
Ice cream cake?
And we want to play one of our favorite games because it's the Den of Thieves.
I play a game Spielberg used to play with me called Hide the Pickle.
Oh, God.
Sequel. We thought that we would do a sequel to what's under.
First off, Alvin and the Chipmunks changed the game. Anytime we do a second movie, it's a squeakquel. You idiot. Pay
Dumbass.
attention. Come on. You were in Hollywood. You know that.
You stupid bitch.
Rossi's kilt.
A tucked penis. There we go. Now we don't have to play the game.
Hey, Pessy, do you like that? How much they stretched out the graphic that you could see that it's because I know that doesn't bother you. Do you see that it's pixelated? You see that the letters are pixelated?
Yeah, you know what? That's not what that is. They're keying it out poorly. They're not smoothing out the key like they did it.
Yeah.
These fucking assholes. The answer is a shit covered dick, though. If anyone's wondering what's under Ross's kilt, it's a shit covered dick.
Yes, sir. There he is.
Now there's something under my kilt. Hi, everybody. Hi. Okay, he's walking. Hi, how are you? How are you? Hi, great to see you.
Hi. I'd be very careful because there's something under my kilt.
It's his dick.
Oh!
I just got it.
Okay.
It took me a second.
God bless
A small Guatemalan boy hanging from his dick.
You need to be afraid. Are you down to play?
Okay. He is not. He does not want to be there.
No.
The problem with fucking Sherbert Jackson over here is that he even though his dad was fucking a pretty I would say probably the most gangster one out of all NWA, right? You would say probably. give or take. Yeah. You know, I'm not saying any of them were really hard, but at least he actually lived in the streets for a little bit, right? Like he was in the fucking hood. His kids always lived a life of money and luxury.
Privilege,
So it's weird seeing, like, I've never seen what a second generation gangster rapper would turn into if they become famous, and it's kind of weird.
It's odd.
It's an odd thing to see, right?
Who was the athlete whose son did that? Oh, fuck, I'm trying to remember.
Well, I mean, I know the fucking Magic Johnson's kids, like the lesbian looking guy.
It was somebody one more obscure than that, but he's either a football player or basketball player, but like his son does all that hood shit, and like he basically called his son out. He's like, we lived in like a 15,000 square foot house.
Oh God, who was it? I
Trying to remember
the
that was
story.
though, but he's like, that kid grew up with everything. He went to private school.
Was it a football player? Maybe
I think
it
so.
might
He's
have
like,
been a
again,
football
it was
player.
and it was an athlete. I remember that.
Keyshawn Johnson, maybe.
Maybe
It might have been Keyshawn Johnson. Was it? He might be right.
You hear how excited he is? Are you guys excited? Drew's excited. Well, you should be
Michael
because
Irvin.
Michael Irvin.
Michael.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's funny. That's fucking funny.
there is an item here.
So, Shay, am I to understand you have yet to be buck broken? So if I got a new game we're gonna play, you're gonna touch a gay man's penis.
Oh my God, are they buck breaking him on it? Oh, that is what's happening.
On air, baby!
Could you do me a favor and put on a dress? My Jewish producers really want that.
Hidden under my kilt, and your job is to guess. If you have 60 seconds to do it, and if you are...
He's just like, nah, man.
That's just
nah.
gay. By the way,
they both ain't down with that shit. Look at him.
Gerard Butler's on Ozempic now. He had gotten real fat, but he looks like he lost the weight.
able to guess what? The entire audience...
Look at him saying the dog is so beautiful. Wow, because he doesn't... You're looking at two guys who don't want to be there.
Nope.
Is going to go home with a prize, okay?
And the prize is my penis.
I don't want it.
Well, if you want, if you want to take over for your daddy's "Are We There Yet" movies, you will.
It's okay. Here,
you don't want my penis prize? Okay, and I guess you don't want what Oprah puts under your
It's
seat.
just hilarious because O'Shea Jackson, like his dad, Ice Cube, even to this day, is still like, basically now he doesn't. He was one of the first ones to talk about the Jewish record producers, and they fucking shut him up. And now he still calls them like reptiles and lizards. He still talks about them. But then to see your son go just be like, oh yeah, go be buck broken on Drew. And
we call them white guys now, Royce.
What?
Whenever we're talking about people in power, we call them white guys.
They're all white guys. Sorry, white guys.
here's a clue. I'm going to give you clues, and you got
these
time
white
to
guys
guess.
are very mad at Ice Cube because what they're doing to his son.
That's all right. Here we go. Clue number 1.
What does my penis taste like? What?
Clue number 1, onions.
This item was first discovered in India nearly 4,000 years ago.
Shit on the streets, eating shit, rape, eating shit, rape. First tech scam was 4,000 years ago before computers.
A shitty dick, a dick and shit.
Dick shit, rape, dick shit, rape.
Dick in a street shit.
Mm-hmm. Bloody fuck, bloody fuck.
Bloody fuck you, bloody.
This is going so well.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it? Are we together? Oh, I forgot how we played this game. I thought we just put our hand up your kill. I thought we just went, it's
I'm actually fine throwing away the rules of the game and just playing it that way if we want.
Yeah, because you're...
It's also tiresome.
Pull myself back on that one. You're a real card.
Can we guess? Are we guessing?
Well, that's the first clue.
I'll take clues.
Okay.
This movie must not be a good movie, whatever they're in. Was it a movie? Is that what they're in?
The sequel to Den of Thieves?
Is that what they're
I
promoting?
said I've never even seen the first.
Is that what they're promoting?
Yeah.
I
Do you remember
I've
Den
been
of
seeing a
Thieves?
lot of commercials for Den of Thieves too, like during like UFC and stuff, and then I'm like, I don't even remember that being a movie.
Wait, Mersh, you don't remember the 2018 crime hit Den of Thieves with Gerard Butler, 50 Cent, and O'Shea Jackson?
50s.
Jr.?
I completely blocked that movie out.
Here's another clue. A person who works with it is sometimes called a lepidurus.
I mean, but looking at the way O'Shea looks, you sure the movie's not called Denny of Ease?
Lepidurus.
You're a lepidurus.
Oh, yeah. A bunch of record producers met for my lepidurus when I was in the ET set. Because she
My
was
lepidurus
molested.
is pierced.
I'm going to have to Google
My lepidurus is pierced. This is gross.
what a laparate is.
So am I. It's just a lepidurus. I thought maybe they weren't the
that's a good
laparate.
fit.
Man, has O'Shea Jackson said a fucking word?
He's thinking of food.
No, I don't think
Wait
that's
a minute.
thing.
Is it 2 stones, 2 rocks? Like,
would
is it a
assume.
gem? Are they gems? Are they found in the earth?
Diamonds.
Why are you holding them out like they're balls?
I
The
think she's doing it
diamonds.
on
Diamonds.
purpose.
Is he bedazzled?
He's just clapping because he's like, we're one more question closer to getting the fuck out of here.
Much told us. That could be diamonds.
It's a good look to make sure they're up and look.
You know, we've seen a lot of buck breaking in our time. Over time, we've seen them wear dresses, but very rarely do you get to see a live buck. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see him in a movie and they'll put him in a dress. And you're like, man, why did they put him in a dress? But this is like a live. This is like, do it now or your fucking sequel to a movie nobody wanted to see anyway is going to bomb.
Buck, buck.
Oh, turns out,
Oh, yeah.
turns out he has a lepidurus.
Those are actually his kidney stones.
I hope they're blood diamonds.
And hey, and the best news is you won a prize for our audience. How about that?
Is it diamonds? That'd be cool.
Look at that killer's row. Look at that audience. Look at those
Get
park
like
sloppers.
$50 at Ross.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Go buy some irregular pants at Marshall's. All right, I got some more, so let's move on. I want to get to that one there in a second. Okay, this is a quick one, but I definitely wanted to get to it. There's a new documentary coming out that, of course, we're going to be covering, but I wanted you to see the little preview for it.
I describe myself as fat.
Okay, so do I. I also describe you as fat. So honestly, we're on common ground. It's a little shaky when you're around, but we're on common ground.
Favorite and least favorite reaction is people going, "Sweetie, no, you are not. Don't say that about yourself." And I'm like, oh, hey guys, have we met? Because I think they think I'm saying I'm lazy or stupid or unlovable.
You are.
You
One of
are
those things.
every one of those things.
Oh, I don't feel any of those things. I'm like, I just am fat. The end.
It will be soon.
What are we gonna do about it? Not much to do.
A lot.
Yeah, there's plenty you could do.
There's a lot you could do
there's-
about it.
There's a whole host of things you can do.
There's a lot.
There's an
you could
entire industry built around things you
There's
can do.
a wealth of books and free videos and resources that tell you everything you need to do.
Man, not doing much is how you got in this situation.
You could literally just walk.
Yeah.
Tried everything. Whoop. Here we are. My aim is to provoke people to question the things that they always thought
you're
were
provocative.
I don't want to be provoked, honestly. Why would you provoke me?
If you provoke me, I'll fight you.
Yeah, sir, I'll punch you right in your gut. I will use your gun like a speed bag.
I want them to.
I'm sorry, but when looks like a melted chocolate bar on the hood of your car, fucking Lizzo can lose goddamn weight.
That's right, Lizzo lost weight.
Lizzo lost a lot of weight, dude.
Ozempic.
Change the way that they treat the fat people in their lives, and that starts with recognizing that.
You know, one of my favorite parts of the song, Humble, that the Lonely Island had done when they were doing that movie, was like one of his reasons that he showed that he was such a nice guy was like, I treat fat people like they're thin. Yeah. And that's like a real thing, though, you know?
All of their judgments are based on faulty and cruel ideas.
No, they're not. They're based off of years and years of observing people.
And concern.
So when I pulled this story, I downloaded it, but I pulled it from Instagram, and I'm reading the comments because this was posted on BBC. So all the comments are just fat women being like, so yeah, hell yeah, girl. This fat slob was like, oh yeah? Well, guess what? I just did a 10K, and I clicked through her profile. There's no photos of, there's no video, there's no proof of her doing a 10K. But
strange that you wouldn't include that.
Okay, first off, maybe you walked the 10K, or maybe she meant she ate 10,000 calories in a day, because that I believe. But it's a bunch of fat women just reinforcing the idea, you know, that. But do you understand when you get to the point when you're buying stuff online and you have to make sure that it could hold your weight, that you have a problem? Like, come on, man. I also hate when chairs have arms.
That's still my favorite thing about the sloppers.
Yeah.
They're always defeated by armchairs.
Anti-fatness is everywhere.
What is anti-fatness?
It's on every screen. It's in so many conversations. It's just the water we all swim in every day.
If you were swimming in water, we wouldn't be making this documentary, you fatso.
The belief that someone can assess your health simply by looking at you is deeply ingrained in our society.
I can though, because like, let's say I observe somebody, right, and they've lost like 60 pounds in 1 month, and they're covered in like rashes. I would go, man, you should probably go see a doctor. That might be some serious stuff going on inside.
Mm-hmm. No, and it's not only that. There is a link between being humongous and dying. Like, yeah.
Society, fat is seen as unhealthy.
It is.
And it's our duty to be as healthy as possible.
No, it's not. Look, I don't care. Okay, look, here's the thing you got to understand. You fat bitch. You stupid fat bitch. Here's the thing you got to understand. I don't care if you want to be fat, to be honest with you. It doesn't insult me personally. I do care when you sit next to me on a plane, right? I do care when you start telling me that we need to change the rules or I need to pay more money for you to have 2 seats on Southwest. That's when I start caring. When your fatness literally starts encroaching on my life is when we care. But honestly, if you want to be fat, I don't care. But you know what you should do? Find a sister and be like the trans version of the fat dudes that rode the Harleys. Those guys were funny. Let's go that. Remember those guys, 2 fat guys on the Harleys? Get those guys.
Were cool.
Yeah.
Is seen as unhealthy, and it's our duty to be as healthy as possible. Many people believe all of this without question.
Because you need to question it because donuts are delicious.
Despite all of the
She's
scientific
another
evidence.
flatzo too. You notice that? She's another flatzo.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the worst thing, to be fat and still get no tits out of it.
Flatzo is like, whew, talk about the worst.
Hey, it's our boy.
It's been a bit.
Is he screaming at the landscape?
I don't know. This is a video that was posted. I only played like a little bit of it, and just by hearing a little bit of it. So last we heard about him, he was gadooshed. He gadooshed himself.
He did self gadoosh.
Yeah. So he gadooshed himself when not only did he beat up a guy, but he's gonna go. He's cast to go to jail for that video. Like
Probably.
we saw him. So let's go quick update on Wes Watson.
Such an amazing fucking day. Amazing fucking day. Why? Because Trump's back in office.
I wish it was 2 a.m. and the long guy came. Now, that'd be fucking great.
Come on! What are you doing? Come on, bro.
And I don't go too deep into the politics, but
because I'm too stupid to understand them. But if you turn sideways, see, I always film my videos sideways because I look a little more jacked. And then I could do prayer hands. Because you would think if your camera's there, you would sit like this.
No.
But if you look like this, you get to see my fucking traps. And look, if you do prayer hands, that also means I'm pretty smart. Hey, how's that kid that gave you $10,000 for his car detailing company doing?
he said one crucial thing. He said a lot of dope things, but common sense is back.
You should feel threatened then, Wes.
Yeah, I would be panicking.
I would be threatened if I would be as threatened as an immigrant working at a fucking Purdue factory right now.
Is common sense like doxing your gym, threatening to fight retarded people, and
then fighting retarded people?
Yeah, and then screaming at your landscapers? Is that all cool behavior?
By the way, I don't think the gym liked whether the guy came to fight you or not. Doesn't like that you were telling people to meet you at the gym.
You guys don't have
is
it.
common sense that thing he didn't have when he started fucking an escort?
Escorts. He's had sex with 2 different ones. Remember?
Yes.
Oh wow, what a pimp!
A lot of people have no fucking common sense. It's literally, there was a quote back in the day in prison that I read.
Brooks was here.
Wish it was West was here.
Fucking you and me, but I wish the sisters didn't let him be.
I don't think
I don't think they did, Pessy. I don't think the sisters let him be.
Well, boys, prison ain't no fairy tale world.
I like to tell you that he didn't get raped in the ass. No, I wouldn't.
And it was about wisdom.
Okay, let's hear what some sort of... First off, let's hear what some guy in prison that probably stole from a movie taught you. Let's hear this quote. You know, the guy who taught me this, his name was Ice Pick. He killed his entire family with a gun. I don't know why he was named Ice Pick. It was weird.
And it said, wisdom nowadays...
Like naming a big guy tiny.
Tiny, yeah, it's ironic. Yeah.
It's just common sense in an uncommon degree. An uncommon degree of common sense.
I am so sick of prisoners thinking that they're these genius, enlightened people because they lived in a box with a bunch of other dudes. And there's I blame Rogan a little bit for that too. We're having all these, release these people and they come out and they talk on the show and then they end up killing somebody right after doing Rogan, stuff like that.
Is what we call.
I can't help it. I always point this out, but it just underscores how great. It's just a kind of an analogy for his life. But the fact that he's shouting and you just hear the echo in his empty home with, again, no friends, no chick, no nothing.
No curtains.
Just you got money and you got a house and you just scream all day into the void. It's sad.
Get a smaller house so it doesn't
For
echo,
real.
dude. I said the condo. I do the condo thing, dude.
Wisdom nowadays.
Don't these guys remind you when these ex-cons get all philosophical? They're like Damon Wayans in that In Living Color sketch, just saying big words that they learned out of
the prepossessity
of the clitoris.
Find me one of those. Find me one of those.
Ejaculated. Oh, I got I
And
have
it's
it ready.
fucking true. It's crazy as fuck that someone like me,
there you go,
a gay guy,
became this successful,
a rich gay guy,
and someone like Trump is the president.
He's the same guy. Him and Trump are the same guy.
I get them confused.
Me too. Which is the one that gadooches the haters? I always forget. Who's gadooshing people?
No. Trump's the one who gadooches the haters. Wes Watson's the one that gets gadooshed.
He's a good. There's two kind of people in this world: gadooshers and gadooshies. Here, this is exactly what I'm talking about with prisoners, and Living Color did nail it.
Do you secrete a reading dysfunction? Do you have problems putting your words in a colostomy bag? That's why I've cremated this new program called Book on Phonics. I'll teach you how to testiculate my way. To computate how it works, I will intersex with a perverted deviant by using one of my own penile implants.
This is exactly what they sound like.
But is it?
Watch.
Is it? The people who've been continually convicted of shit, the people who've been persecuted, the people who tell the truth and everybody speaks so bad about are the people who possess the wisdom. And wisdom is just common sense, the fucking truth. A lot of you
if
guys...
common sense was wisdom, then it wouldn't be common, you dipshit.
You don't...
Yeah, but here's the thing, Virgie. He's stupid.
Yeah, Virgie, what do you know about being in prison?
Yeah, Virgie? Virgie, when you do your show, do you sit like this with prayer hands? I don't think so, bud. Oh, wait, wrong way.
I actually,
do you sit like this with prayer hands?
I actually do. I just don't have a camera.
So you do it just for you? You do it just for you? For the love of the game? For the love of the game? Okay, that makes sense. For the love of the game.
Yeah.
Just don't want the fucking truth. And I'm not even going to go into a lot more.
Because I don't understand a lot of it. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm already confusing myself.
All right? I'm kind of scared right now because I use 3 words that I don't even understand.
About the inauguration.
I love how these prison dudes think they're fucking smart for going to prison, but it's like we literally all commit crimes all the time, and we're not in prison.
Yeah, I've committed several crimes and I'm not in prison. Right. You're the idiot. You gotta. Yeah, the people that don't get caught are the smart ones.
Trump always had. But you guys, I'm going to tell you something real quick.
Okay, get
all
to
you
it.
Come on.
Fucking lames who sided.
We're lames.
With all this pussy shit that has gone on in our world long enough, you're fucking yourselves. You know that, right?
But we haven't sided with you, you pussy shit.
I'm sorry, do you think that everyone that voted for Trump, there's plenty of people that vote for Trump that make fun of you. You're not like, he's doing the same thing. He's trying now doing the angle. Okay, so here's what's happening, right? He wasn't very political, never has been, right?
He got to pivot.
He's doing the pivot. He's doing the pivot, the right wing. He's going to say something about trans people shouldn't be in bathrooms and all that stuff. And then we're going to have the right wing idiots, the idiots in the right wing, bring him in and saying he's awesome, even though he has an escort wife. I'm telling you. That's the next thing. This is the Wes Watson pivot. It's happening.
Wes Watson, Melanie Mack, power couple, power grifter couple.
He'd be the bottom.
Hell yeah.
You understand that, right? You're starting to get it. A lot of people that thought maybe Trump was going to fall or actually go to jail or all these.
No, Trump didn't. No, you actually went to jail. Trump didn't go to jail.
Things they said about him. And then look.
He's doing that. He's doing the I'm just like Trump.
With the
That's
same
his
guy.
pivot. His pivot is I'm as persecuted as
And
Trump.
that's why you motherfuckers need to buy my steaks.
Royce, you just don't get it, man. It's us versus them now, bro. It's us versus them.
It's truth that Wes Watson knows. The
It's
deepest
super awesome that all you have to do now is be like, I'm Christian, bro. I voted for the right. And then you can like fuck
I took a 17-year-old to prom. But it's fine now.
Dude. You can film your wife's pornography, and everybody's like, "Yeah, but he's a good Christian
He
guy."
mentioned Ecclesiastes, Virgie. He's forgiven.
It's bananas what people will suffer through.
truth that I could ever fucking give you guys is this. And everyone will tell you it, but they don't have any money, they don't have any fame, and they don't really have shit. So when they tell it to you, it doesn't really matter.
A man has had sex with your asshole in prison. Maybe let's just fucking calm down. You could build up all the muscles you want and all the fucking neck tattoos and this and that, but do you understand that some fucking retards sitting in front of microphones all over the internet are destroying you so much that you're making these crazy rants about the haters? You're beating up retarded people at the gym.
He's going to end up back in prison, and I'm going to be happy.
Yep.
And they haven't really applied the daily habits like I have and taught as many people as I have, so it doesn't fucking matter. If they have, then they know the truth.
I cannot stop hyper focusing on the emptiness of this guy's life, his house. Like he's just shouting into a fucking $95,000 a month void.
And every time he hears this, you never hear his chick walking around or in the back.
But that's what I mean. He's
It's
just
this
alone.
quiet. No, maybe she's out working.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Working the track.
Yeah.
But anyways, the biggest...
Hey, you're sniffing a lot. You all right, big guy? Little amped up?
No, he's probably on cocaine.
Are you telling me it's... I'm sorry, but if you're telling me that you could just find cocaine in Star Island in Miami, I don't buy it, Mersh.
I believe you can.
I don't believe so.
It's one of the last places you can actually just find real cocaine.
Yeah, I know.
Truth, the greatest truth that Wes...
Yeah, when they bring it, they don't even bother stopping at the port. They go straight to Star Island with it on a speedboat.
That's it. Just
Watson
why
knows
cut
is
out
that-
the fucking clientele? They're all there.
I have fame. I have millions and millions and millions of dollars that I could spend
X to doubt.
right now.
But let's say you do.
Liquid cash that I could just spend on whatever I want.
But you know what's happening? Outside of all that,
are you happy?
Are you happy? Because you're not acting like someone who's happy. You're acting like someone who you don't see all that money and everything doesn't matter because you're one of these people that needs to be loved. And you're not going to get that doing this. That's what it is. It's an emptiness of that. Like this, like you said, the metaphor of this cavernous house where it's empty is what he is. He's empty. He provides nothing. Your entire persona was that you went to prison. You know who else went to prison? A lot of people. So you're not really very special. I mean, you're a lighter shade than most of them. I'll give you that.
I have a dope-ass place here. I just
$90,000 a month.
secured another one. We'll see if...
A smaller one because he's dead. Oh my God! He's about to explain that he can't afford this. I think that's what we're about to hear.
No.
But he's going to pivot it.
He's going to cope and come up with some other... You know what? It's like, it's
let's
too
go.
much. It's too much space.
Let's go.
I just secured another one. We'll see if I really want to go through with it. But I just told him, hey, I like that one. It's dope. It's bigger than this. It's got more technology. It's fucking cleaner. Or not cleaner, but it's got fucking the same type of furniture.
Sleeker. The word you're looking for is sleeker. I mean, I didn't get a prison education, but
whatever. So, places, cars, respect from men.
That's gay.
Man, we did talk to a guy who he was a 19-year-old idiot you con out of money. I've never been anybody that likes Wes Watson that you listen and then go, all right, yeah, that
guy's pretty cool.
That guy's pretty cool.
Good head on his
Everyone who
shoulders.
likes Wes Watson is somebody who wants to be a millionaire and will never be a millionaire. And that's what it is.
Admiration, and women are attracted to me. And
you're married to an escort, Westifer.
Westifer?
Yeah, listen, Westifer, Watson. You're married to you're married, and not only that, she cheated on you. Like your first hooker wife cheated on you. That's not a respect thing, dude.
Admire me. I mean, I have everything a man could ever be after.
You have furniture.
I do. I have the money. I have the fame. I have all the shit. I'm admired by people.
Can you own a firearm?
Imagine just saying all this out loud and not stopping yourself and going, what is wrong with me?
And let me tell you something. This is what you guys are after, regardless of if you want to admit it or not. You're after this in some form or fashion.
No, I don't want to have to go to prison to make money. That sounds horrible. Stop snorting so much, by the way.
Let me tell you something.
Getting that post-nasal coke trip, huh?
None of it fucking means shit. If that day, that moment, your habits weren't aligned with the future you desire.
Word salad. You're not even he listened to a bunch of motivational speakers.
It's a word pizza place salad.
Yeah, exactly. A word pizza place salad.
With love and respect for yourself. If your habits aren't aligned.
Yeah, you're right. You're a Domino's salad. You're a Domino's salad.
Ew. Who gets
with
salads?
Loving and respecting yourself first and foremost.
Oh, women who pretend they're going to eat it, but then just eat the pizza. That's who. So you know who gets the salad? That's who. Yeah. That's who. All right, I think I'm done with the salad. Let's. I think I got another one that we could definitely. Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
If Brian moves, what happens to the podcast?
We've always figured it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. He has to do what's best for him, though. That's what's best for Brian.
Is to be away from me.
So
he made it very clear that what's best for me, for him, is not to be around me.
So Brian Callen has been invited to move to Austin by Rogan.
Yep.
They want to film a big special. They want to do a big comeback thing for Brian Callen. Not so much Papa. Papa's getting left in L.A. and everybody, all his friends are moving to Austin or Nashville. They're all leaving him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe. You know, hey, why don't you go to Austin, flip some trugs?
Yeah.
Might be what's best for finding the kid.
Yeah.
How?
Oh my God, are you gonna tag along? Oh my God, he's gonna tag along. Oh my God, he's gonna tag along.
How long? Okay, let's put new game. How long before he moves to Austin without being invited?
The guy who made this video touches on that.
Okay.
You know,
maybe.
All right.
Let's give credit to who made it, by the way. American Redact.
American Redact is a
All
great
right,
channel.
Cool. I always try to remember to give credit to these guys.
So it looks like
because I know we could do this ourselves, but it's easier when you guys do it for us.
time has officially run out for the thick boy himself, Brendan Schaub. Because if you didn't know already, Joe Rogan recently made it his sole mission in life to revive Brian Callen's stand-up comedy career. Like, for whatever reason, Joe woke up one day and decided that he wants his best friend back. And not only that, he also wants him to become rich and successful. So next thing you know, Brian's moving out to Austin, shooting his new comedy special at the Mothership, and doing a solo pod on JRE just to top it all off.
So why wouldn't he have his co-host on? The fighter.
Like Rogan really wants to see his old BFF succeed.
2.3 seconds, 0 to 60.
Jesus.
What? Go. 9-second quarter mile right from
the new vets are nice.
The factory. Motherfucker.
That's
what you need.
I kind of like that this is happening to Callen because, like, however we felt about him on the Schaub stuff, like,
Callen can be funny. We've always said that. We've always said Callen can be funny.
Anytime he pops up in a movie, he fucking steals the shit. Like, he's great. So I mean, good for him.
In your life.
That's
You're
what I'll
running
buy
away
myself.
from looters.
Once I start selling theater tickets.
Yeah, once you get the fuck out of Los Angeles.
I know.
And you might be thinking to yourself,
why is Rogan bringing so many gay assholes from California to Texas to turn it blue forever?
man, Schaub must be fuming right now. I mean, Joe Rogan's essentially...
He's too stupid to fume. He can't fume
He's
when
brooding.
he can't understand that he can't get the engine going when all the spark plugs are broken.
He's being a sad boy, if anything.
Yeah.
leaving him in the dust of the LA fire.
He spells it with 3D so you can sell shirts.
While hoisting his co-host into the limelight. But surprisingly, Brendan seems to be completely unbothered by this. And on the surface, he actually seems happy for Brian.
Put a little power out
What
there.
did I text you?
Yeah.
What did I text you?
You did. You said you got to get there.
You let these motherfuckers know, dude.
Yeah.
Y'all must have forgot.
Yeah.
It pisses me off.
Yeah. No, you did. You said show these fuckers who you are.
Yeah, dude.
Remind them.
Yeah. Yeah.
An extra from the movie Joker.
Because here's what's happening. Well, you only hear him. You don't even see him. What's happening is that you're hoping Rogan will do the same for you again. But Rogan already put himself on the line for you. And then you did Gringo Poppy and a Showtime special that bombed.
Deep down, he's actually very salty about all this. And if this were 2 years ago, we'd probably get a pretty good reaction out of him. Because at that point, he was still clinging on to his hopes and dreams of one day becoming a successful stand-up comedian.
And he did. His second special was perfect, and he ended it. He didn't want to end it on a high note. That's the way I see it. Gringo Poppy was perfect, and you don't need another special. Why would you?
But now, in 2025, Brendan's pretty much accepted his position in life. I mean, just look at the defeated expression on his face as Brian details the very famous guests who attended his live comedy special.
Uh-oh.
But you were in Austin at the Mothership.
Mothership.
Shooting your special.
Yes.
A lot of people came out. Theo came. Our boy Theo
Vaughn came.
Mark Norman.
Warmed the stage up.
Oh, the first guy that left him was Theo. Remember, he was one of the first people that left him to Nashville.
Theo.
Mark Norman warmed this. Yeah, Theo jumped on.
I mean, basically every character in the Rogan sphere came to attend Brian's special.
Why didn't Brendan go? He's his friend. They're
Yeah,
co-hosts.
your
That is
pal.
weird, right? Why wouldn't he go? That's his co-host.
Because he feels slighted, and because
Everyone.
nobody insisted he be there.
Yeah. He probably didn't. I got a lot of stuff going on anyway.
Yeah.
Except Schaub, who was probably too busy grifting as a used car salesman.
You saw all our buddies?
I saw everybody.
Everyone came.
Everybody came to the show. So flattering. Michael Malice and Lex Friedman and Nicky Rod and
Catherwood.
Gordon Ryan.
Mike Catherwood was
Mike
there, too.
Catherwood, of course.
Gordon Ryan.
I don't care about any of these people.
And Nicky Rod, those are our boys.
Yeah,
Catherwood's deep
our boy.
throwback boy of
Hell yeah.
ours. Love him.
you
Texas
know who
came
did
out.
come? Drew Bledsoe.
Imagine Drew Bledsoe coming and Brendan's like, yeah, I put a supercharger in my truck while you were doing it.
No, he
The
didn't.
Bledsoe came?
Drew
being
Bledsoe.
serious?
Yes, he did.
I love
And I
Drew
had a great
Bledsoe.
talk with him. And he's like my age, so he was loving it.
Yeah, you're basically the same guy.
And our boys from Drinking
I
Bros,
asked
Dan
him
Howell.
what it was like to bully Tom Brady for years.
Drinking Bros, are those the dudes that wanted to dox Alex Jones? I forgot which ones they
think
were.
so.
Is that I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't want to say it was
I'm
them and it
pretty sure.
wasn't. Yeah.
Away.
Love them.
Dan Crenshaw came.
Ew. I would have told him to get the fuck out.
Guys, you're not selling me on the people that are there. I'm not going to lie to you. Honestly, can I say that I've pivoted and going Brendan's pretty I'm pretty lucky you didn't go, bro.
Fucking Tim Kennedy came.
Oh boy,
Oh
the
my
list.
God.
This list is getting awkward.
You know, somebody commented on our video because Pessy had clipped it of us talking about the Tim Kennedy Brendan thing, and someone was like, "Bad look, boys. Tim Kennedy's in a lot of good stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, like Steel Valor."
Timmy came.
Evan Hafer from Black Rifle.
Oh my God.
Wow,
This is
it's
getting-
the who's who of I'd rather kill myself.
Alan Dershowitz was there.
What? No way. The ghost of Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, Clinton.
Yeah, the Force ghost of Jeffrey Epstein.
Force
was
ghost of
blue.
Jeffrey Epstein was
Both
there.
Podesta brothers were hanging out. It was wild.
But by the
bro.
way, the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein was played by Hayden Christensen, obviously, because it was a remaster.
the owner of Comet Ping Pong Pizza was there.
Yeah,
He was giving out pizzas.
Hillary Clinton
Yes.
made a little guest spot. She did a tight five. You know, that was great. That was really cool. All the people, guys, this sounds horrible. This sounds like a horrible event I don't want to go to.
You know, they actually gave a day pass to
Right.
Eric Rudolph. They let him come be a part of the festivities, and Timothy McVeigh also.
Oh, that sounds great.
James Alex Fields was there. Chris Cantwell was there.
Oh, all the rapist Biden pardon, they were there.
It was so cool, man. And then, yeah, it was.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I mean, it was Ross Patterson from Drinking Bros.
I love them.
Those guys are great.
FOMO, man.
But they brought.
No, it's not FOMO. It's not fear of missing out.
FOMO would have
It's
been you was your
missed
choice.
out.
FOMO would have meant that you were invited and you're like, I'm not going to go. Then you feel bad, like, man, I could have gone and now I missed out. You don't have FOMO. You have NOMO.
Yeah.
No, he has homo.
Yeah. You have no mo friends is what you
Yeah,
have.
I got him.
Fucking Drew Bledsoe.
Love it.
And I'm like,
Do you love it? Because your face is showing like you don't love it, though.
that's Drew Bledsoe. Because, you know.
So with Brian moving to Austin,
Frozen?
We're only left to wonder what's going to happen to the Fighter and the Kid podcast. Well,
They're going to do a couple episodes via Zoom, but it's not going to be the same. And then Brian's going to be like, man, I'm just getting caught up with a lot of the stuff now.
And Brian's going to blow up and leave him. And
now that I'm out over in Texas, too, Crowder's been having me on a little more because, like, I'm closer to the Crowder thing. So, like, I'm out there. And here's the other thing, too. Like, now I'm out here, like, fucking Alex and InfoWars, like, letting me hop on every once in a while. So it's like I don't kind of, like, have time, you know?
I guess you're going to have to bring back the King and then get Chris D'Elia. You do the King and the Wing. Or the Wing and the King. Remember that? That was
the Wing and the Sting and the King.
Yeah, it was
the Wing and the King and the Sting and Stills and Nash.
So you'd be
it was the Wing and the King, Stills and Nash.
So you'd be the Wing and the Sting. You can bring back the two because Theo Von was the Rat King.
Right. So you'd be Wing and the
Sting.
Wing and the Sting.
Yeah.
That sounds good. You want to be Wing and the Sting?
You want to do Wing and the Sting?
According to Brendan, it might just have to come to an end, which he seems to have come to terms with.
I didn't realize, like, I have to say, too, when I was there, the younger comics, I didn't realize that
You're the Godfather.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't realize
Bubba,
that.
you're my Godfather.
Papa, you're my Godfather.
Let it
Papa.
go.
Papa.
Let it go.
Papa.
This is pathetic.
You're the one that got me into it.
Yeah.
So he should forever be mocked for getting you into it.
It's pretty
Yeah,
wild.
bud.
Yeah.
But everyone feels that way about you. But you're out here doing your own thing.
I gotta get.
You're one of the guys. You got to be one of the guys.
Yeah.
What does that mean, Brendan? Do you know what you're saying, or you just sound like somebody who's trying to say anything other than, please invite me, why couldn't I go?
Not playing grab ass with me out here.
Yeah, I gotta.
This fake humble stuff he's trying to play
That's
doesn't
what he's
work.
trying to do, yeah.
When you have brain damage, it's really difficult.
I gotta go do my thing. Yeah.
Whatever we got to do to figure that out.
We'll
You
figure it
got to
out.
be there, dude.
We'll figure it out.
If Brian moves, what happens to the podcast?
Well, we've always figured it out.
We'll figure it out. He has to do it.
I kind of feel like that's an answer you should have had before you went on air. Like, if this was me and Mersh, right? Like, before we went on air, it'd be like,
We'll play it by ear.
yeah, we would know beforehand and be like, here's what we're going to do. Here's what's happening moving forward. But instead, you're doing the, like, we haven't really talked about it.
What's best for him, though? That's what's best for Brian.
Yeah.
Might be what's best for finding the kid.
Unlikely.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe.
Maybe. Did you hear that? Maybe.
Maybe the show. I like that. Maybe the show dying is what's best for the show. That's great for the show. It's always great when something dies.
Yeah. Maybe it needs to be put down. It's already suffering.
Oof.
Or no, maybe we.
But I know what
You're flirting with the idea, a little bit.
He'll move to Austin.
I'm trying to control my rage from our government, and yes.
And a lot of people speculate that he'll just end up moving to Austin with Brian to continue to do the podcast, but I personally don't think this would happen. I just think Brendan's ego is way too big to be living in Austin without an official invite from Joe Rogan. Like, to be in the very city where all his friends from the Comedy Store are thriving would have him absolutely losing his mind.
Actually, he should be happy that everybody's not there because now there's not funnier people around him. So honestly,
Yeah, you could go kill at this Comedy Store now.
yeah, he's a retarded fish in a burned up pond. Sounds great. You're basically Muddy Mud Skipper. Congratulations, big guy.
I mean, if he were so happy for Callan, he probably would have attended the comedy special. Like, he was definitely invited to go and just declined the invitation. And I only say this because his very own producer, Chin, went to the show by himself.
Oh, I didn't know that. That was him being petty and bitter. That was petty and bitter, right?
Wow.
Because I'm sure Callan said, yeah, man, come out. But he was waiting for Rogan to say, hey, man. He did the whole, like, I'm going to wait till Rogan invites me. And it never came. And then he put himself in this weird situation where
I got stuff going on.
So there's no way that they would have just forgot about Brendan. And when Chin brings this up on Schaub's solo pod that he did last week, we get to see just how excited Brendan is at the idea of moving to Austin.
So I went to Brian's shows in Austin, right?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
So, dude.
You made me look bad.
Everyone that asked me questions about stuff, they're like, when are you guys going to move to Austin with all the stuff going on in California?
Oh.
Like, they're saying, like, that's like one of the number one questions when people would meet me at the shows.
When we're leaving?
What? Yeah. Or going to Texas, they said. Texas, but Austin, I'm sure.
Be careful. Be careful that Callan doesn't poach this producer for himself.
Oh, that's
Be careful that he was out there by himself and he's going like, we got to move. And he's trying to probably do the right thing where it's like, come on, let's keep this going because I want to. But if Callan goes out there and he starts doing these little pods, he's going to want a producer that he knows and be like, hey, man, come out here. I don't know what this guy's name is. A Ching Chong. Come out here. Is he Filipino? All producers, all podcast producers are Filipino.
Is this guy like the Frozen Asian of the King Bing Sting Wing Bing Bong Boom universe?
Yes, that's him. He's the Frozen Asian, yeah.
Sure. They want you guys to go to Austin.
Rogan hasn't invited me.
But that's like one of the main questions they were asking.
Yeah.
And Texas is bomb, dude.
Not after you guys all show up.
No, it's full of bombs now.
Yeah, I've been to Austin.
Yeah, I don't know if Austin.
That's not me. That's not me on the wall. That's Kimbo Slice, you asshole.
I was about to say the same thing.
I'm not a black guy, and I'm alive.
Obviously,
Yeah, I don't know if Austin's the move. It's fucking woke as shit there.
That's but you're in LA.
Yeah, but here's the thing with Austin being woke as shit. Mersh and I have seen it. A 20-minute drive in any direction, and you're not anymore. You know what I mean? Like if you go out to you're not
By the
anymore.
way, there's also plenty of people in Austin who are based.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I've met them. They're not. It's obviously
They're the ones.
they're
with the
outnumbered.
They're
but
the ones with the cowboy hats. That's how you can tell who they are.
you give me. I met a few that are pretty based.
Texas.
You'll be like, sounds gay. They'll be like, if you always talk to them, be like, yeah, everyone here's kind of gay, but the food's good.
But like moving from here, for instance, like moving from like where I live in Lakeland to Austin would be, oh man, it's gonna be a woke shithole.
Yeah.
But like moving from LA to Austin, how would you even notice it's woke? It's still less woke.
It is.
And less on fire.
And I'll pretend it's not. It's more woke than here.
So my autism.
It's not more woke than LA, bro. I've been to both. It's not true.
It's certain cities, right? It just depends where you're at.
Well, the thing is with so here's the thing with Austin, right? LA is in a state that the rest of the state is blue. Austin is not for long, but Austin is a state where honestly, like Austin is a state, Texas is a state. Austin is a place where just 20 minutes outside in any direction, you'll be out there in fucking farmland with people. Like you know what I mean? Like you can escape. Like you could live with a bunch of base people and just drive 20 minutes to work every day in Austin if you wanted to.
Not
you
even
don't have
20,
that luxury.
15 minutes south, and you're in the fucking sticks, bro.
Yeah.
The sticks.
Yeah.
Austin. But Texas, like I like Fort
By
Worth.
the way, I did a little research. See that bottle next to him that says Shot? So that's a product called Sure Shot, and what it is it's a rapid alcohol reducer that lowers blood alcohol content in as little as 30 minutes.
Yeah, because he's an alcoholic. Well, he's got to get whatever sponsors he could get.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Texas. I want proper fucking Texas.
Yeah.
You know?
So yeah, he's not too amped up about the whole Austin thing. And in fact, I think this was the final straw that broke the
Okay, but even if you wanted proper Texas, right? Here you go. I got you. I'll help you out. Move to San Antonio. No, I'm just giving an option, right? So like move to San Antonio, right? Even from there, it's like an hour away. And if you're only doing a show once a week, you drive in once a week to a studio, do a show, boom. Then you could be in proper Texas.
There you go.
And you're only an hour away from the mothership, which I don't know if you'll be invited to do it, but you're there.
Camel's back. Like he just seems completely defeated now. And Stock has make that rid of the whole
comedians in your circle, and you
Hold on, before you even do this.
Who's the odd one out?
Okay. This is funny. I actually saw this. I don't like this guy, by the way. This fucking
Matan.
Yeah, I don't like him. But this is funny.
He's had some
shtick
funny
and
moments.
clearly wanted to move on to the next question.
Those guys.
Royce,
So-
the
But I'm
best thing that ever happened, though, that Matan guy, he had Sam Hyde on his show. Sam Hyde brought in like 17 Indian guys to just stand in the studio.
That's great.
Actually, there is one thing Matan did that was very funny. He pulled a knife on Tim Heidecker. And you know the famous story that Tim Heidecker got stabbed when he was younger? So he's got like mad PTSD when he sees knives. And Matan just pulled this knife out and he was like, so like what, and he's just asking him questions about comedy and
That's
waving
funny.
the knife around. And he's like, can you please put that away? Like it wasn't a bit. He's like, can you please put that away? And he's like, no, it's not even real. And then he stabs the fucking table and it sticks into the table. He's like, don't worry. It's fake knife for YouTube terms of service. It's fake knife. It's made of rubber. And he's
That's
like,
pretty funny.
It's clearly not made of rubber. And then he pulled it out of the table and he's waving it around. And he's just asking him questions, holding the knife. And you can see Tim Heidecker genuinely freezing up. It was very funny.
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna
Okay.
name 5 comedians in your circle. Okay.
Okay.
Like all of the people.
I'm interested to see what my circle is.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to tell me who's the odd one out and why. Okay.
Okay.
And why? Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna name the 5 comedians in your circle, and you
Hold on, before you even do this.
the odd one out.
Sometimes I have trouble with memory. Can I write these down as you go so I can glance at it?
I think
again?
I think
Did
you'll figure it
Ari
out.
show
Okay.
up with half of everything shaved?
Yes, because he's an idiot.
He's hilarious.
Okay.
Ari Shafir,
Yeah.
Joey Diaz,
Yeah.
Mark Normand,
Yeah.
Shane Gillis,
Yeah.
Brendan Schwab.
Brendan Schwab.
Who's that doesn't fit in there, and why? Are you allowed to say the reason we're both thinking right now, or no?
Okay, God damn it.
He is
that's
funny.
good.
I'm telling
God
you,
damn it,
Matan
that's
is-
good though.
Matan is funny.
Allowed
man.
to say it?
I'm allowed to say whatever I want. I'm a free American.
Okay,
with a
so
comedy background.
who is it and why? Because I know, like every time I'm out, you're like stumbling. Who is it? You know who it is. Come on.
Well, here's what I generally do. I don't take like hacky answers for things that have been done like 20,000 times. So I try to think like a unique angle on everything.
No, who is it?
I try to think of a unique angle.
It's hockey, but nobody asked it to them in the face.
He's not wrong. That's the thing. Look, man, Mersh and I have been lucky and unlucky, depending on who it is, to be friends with a lot of comedians. And I'll tell you this, and we would never out them because that's not what we do. But you should hear how they talk about some of these people when they're not trying. Because you know,
yeah, they're brutal.
Everybody asks it all the time.
They ask you about it?
Done like 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we both are thinking the same thing, though.
Yeah, I'm the bald one.
No.
And I'm going bolder, and I don't like it.
Okay,
I'm talking to a guy in Turkey.
I'll give you a hint.
Seeing if
I'll
I
give
can
you-
get it through.
I'll give you a hint. It's not
Ari,
Ari
don't go to Turkey. Ari, don't go to Turkey,
not
but
a
not
good
looking
idea.
like you.
No, sir.
Shafir, Joey Diaz, Mark Normand, or Shane Gillis.
Okay, then it's the other one, I guess.
Who is the other one?
I don't
Who
know.
Are you even allowed to say
Why,
his name?
why is the other man out? Why do you think he's the other man out?
You tell me, man. I don't want to
Tell me, man.
Okay, he's winning me over.
get sued.
Oh, fuck, we're over time. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh shit, we are.
Fuck, I really got into this. I apologize. We
I
gotta
don't
bounce.
care.
No, I know. But I got this stuff. Guys, thank you for listening. Jesus Christ. Oh, that was great. Guys, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We have more donation here. Genocide Circus. Of course, Wes is empty. Royce, he's been out of jail for years, and he never replaced the guys who used to fill him up from behind. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Tomorrow is going to be a Patreon and locals only show. So sign up for just $7 a month. It's in the description of the video, and you help us keep doing the show. We really do appreciate that. Nightwave?
10 p.m. tonight, Nightwave Radio.
Yeah.
Be there or be square.
Pensy, you're next.
Yes, sir.
Go raid yourself. VR chat tonight, maybe version, maybe?
Yeah, maybe so, maybe not.
All right, hasta mañana, guys.
Have fun with that snow in Florida, boys.
Shut up, Bridge. Did anyone ever send you, Virgie, the memorandum pic we did for you yesterday on Daywave where we played footage of Scrappy Doo?
No, nobody sent it to me. Nobody likes me. I don't have a Twitter anymore.
That's why nobody cared when I said you died on Anyway.